Hey, my name's Victor Robert Farrell. I'm in one of my favourite places at the moment. It's called a dead church. In many respects, it's a picture of Western Christianity, a dead church. Now, there's a few people that's not going to like that, but hey, facts are facts, truth is truth. Let me give you my credentials before I go any further. I am a born-again, Bible-believing, evangelical, conservative Christian. Do you want me to go a little bit further? Okay. I'm premillennial. I'm a continuist. I actually believe everything that the Bible says. All 66 books. And I'm enraptured and intrigued and enthralled with the God of the whole Bible. Do you want some more credentials? Okay, here's a few more. About 5 years ago, in 2011, in fact, 5 years ago this very day, I finished a 66 city tour of the then 66 cities in the United Kingdom. I preached from each of the 66 books in the 66 cities in 66 days. How about that? I also, by the way, did over 300 street level interviews, right from prostitutes and heroin addicts all the way up to Lord Mayors, bishops, and even the former head of the British Army. It was a fascinating journey. I learned two things, if I could subjectively summarize my data. I found that, well, non-Christians were saying this. Hey, we don't really like the God of Christianity very much, but we're intrigued by the God of the Bible. We wish the God of Christianity could make his mind up. Christians were saying, hey, we don't really like the God of the whole Bible very much. It's a bit embarrassing. So we've kind of cut and pasted, and we've made up our own little Christian God. I was kind of discouraged and encouraged all at the same time that there was a desire for folks to know the God of the whole Bible. So here we are at this fine dead church. Autumn wind is blowing. It's going to rain very shortly. Welcome to Britain. This church is dead for two reasons. The first reason is the mine workings underneath here. The mine workings have caused the actual building to become crooked. Now there's a sermon. In addition to that, the congregation was dying out as well. In fact, they've moved to a new church. Don't let them know I told you this. But they're dying down there as well in the new church building. Listen, here's the problem that we've got. We're in a spider's web, but we don't know that we're in it. We don't know how to find the spider. And in all my conversations with people, I find that they don't know how to find the spider. The spider, of course, being the devil. So what I want to do is to write a book. I want to give folks two bookends, really. I think as God intrudes into the space-time continuum, he does give us two bookends. He gives us some kind of structure to understand this biblical revelation, this biblical knowledge. I want to tell you that I believe those two bookends are as follows. They are the first battle, the fall of Satan, and they are the last battle, Armageddon. And in between those two bookends, I think we can find out from the scriptures an awful lot about the acts of the enemy, the devilish antics of the spider within humanity, and his eggs that are laying within our own hearts of pride. So that's what I want to do. Did I tell you that some of my credentials are that I'm a Bible-believing Christian? In fact, I've already written about 24 books on the Bible, the whole Bible, commentaries, Bible reading fellowships, night whispers, you name it. So I want to assure you that in this book, Finding the Spider, I am going to tread in places where other Bible-believing, conservative, evangelical, do I need to go on, Christians, preachers, fear to go. I want to talk about those issues which are relevant to the 21st century Christian, right from transhumanism all the way to the ghost in the machine, the rise of the New World Order, why we should be involved in politics, why we should be vocal, etc., etc. I'm going to cover a lot of ground, but before we actually get into the darkness, which is coming fast, a darkness where no man can work, I hope that you will help me to write Finding the Spider. Check me out a little further, findingthespider.com.